ちゃったけどね。まあいいや。Everyone likes having a little excitement in their everyday life. The difference lies in how to define exciting. For yellow, new means exciting. There are so-called early adopters, the very first to try out new things. Check it who is wearing the latest fashion, who is the first to drive a new and probably unusual model of the car. Who has the latest cell phone, who knows what restaurant will be the newest sensation in a few months. How can you keep track of it all? Don't ask me. They probably devote to some of the data work to keep our current all things new and interesting, but they are also already implementing new working methods and new concepts to sell goods and services. Just a great friend. Conclusion: allow yellow to devote himself to the latest thing. He'll love it. We want to sell something to yellow. Use expressions like a state-of-the-art yellow developed and never before used. Your potential customer will really get into you. No one else has ever tried this. You have to have it. He'll like you because you are exciting, interesting, and above all, innovative. Equip yourself with lots of energy because it can be challenging to keep up to date, but others will adore you. However, be prepared to be praised rather quickly if they find someone else who is even more knowledgeable about new things. It's interesting. Want to know who I am? By now, we've established the yellows like other people. They function passively and surround themselves with a crowd. Of course, yellows don't like everyone they meet, but they will give the majority a decent chance. グラフの速がすごいですね。You need to show a yellow that you're just not friendly as is. If you are to wait too close in private, you'll feel unwelcome. Why don't you already reply when he speaks to you? Why don't you smile at the funny story about his talk? Why doesn't he know anything about you? What are your dreams? Insufficient personal connection can result in a strong sense of insecurity. When the US relationships won't develop in a positive direction, if you read below, you need to think carefully about how to get this to work. You want to, of course, religion become approachable, demonstrate that you are available, smile a lot, and be sure to have open body language. When yellow wonders where you grew up, don't just respond with New York. See that you live in Chelsea and that you love the jogging along the Harlem line and the pickpocket store you are at once while you were working on Fifth Avenue. And there you met a lot of life when you accidentally dropped a plate of fries on your plants at the restaurant. This seems to be unnecessary, but you should definitely show interest in yellow as a person. Individually, it won't be difficult to find out the new things about it, because he'll freely tell you a great idea. But be sure to show that you are curious about interest. And remember that yellows are very susceptible to flattery. How to behave when you meet a yellow. To keep a yellow in good spirits, you need to rub him the right way. The problem will become obvious after a while. They won't get that much work done. I've looked at the group of yellow who were trying to solve the problem. They all spoke at the same time and had a great time, and when you asked how things were going, they said, "Fantastic," but nothing got written down. To really make headway with yellow, you need to get more than just to create a great atmosphere. Once you turn it into the frequency, you need to do the following. Let's do with a yellow actual listening. I'm just going to say it's like this is yellow or beyond the shadow of the doubt words in the listeners. Usually they will never admit it. The very concept of all the listeners is something negative, and they will do anything to avoid negativity. Many yellows are really see themselves as a good listener. Who knows where they got the idea? Simply natural. Of course, they yellow to listen when it suits them. Or they've already gotten what they wanted out of the conversation. In most cases, forget about it. They don't want to listen. They want to talk. Yellows simply think that they can express everything far better than anyone else. The problem is that they neglect to listen to what anyone else is saying. Illusion. When you are during the yellow, there are certain things you need to do. It doesn't matter if you are speaking to a new partner about your summer vacation to a new colleague about an ongoing project. You need to plan an action. You need to have prepared yourself carefully. You have to know what the message is actually exactly what response you need to go from them. You must persuade a yellow happy person to answer your questions very quickly and hear him say yes. I will be there for just as promised. Well, of course, I will notify the customer exactly what we have agreed to. But big bet, be prepared to follow up if it's important, because the yellow didn't write down any of it. Unless you manage to persuade him to write it on his calendar, of course. That would be the best way, but in all other contexts, you should expect that what you've said has gone in 1 year and out there. How to respond to no problem that won't take long or yellows are optimists regarding time, and that's just the way it is. Sure, your work can be done quickly, but rarely as quickly as the yellow thinks. This has to do with the fact that they simply can't plan or structure his life. Personally work with the people who legitimately believe that they can manage 8 meetings per day, who thought that it only took 2 days to renovate the entire kitchen areas and pursue to work across Manhattan in 20 minutes. The typical manifestation of the yellow's optimism. The problem is obvious. It's impossible to accomplish everything a yellow wants to do, particularly because he doesn't even know how long anything takes. And even if the does gonna ask someone how long it takes, he doesn't listen to what the person says, because of what he's saying is wrong. After all, the yellow bit of the people really knows best. The other problem is that he won't get into a gear when he should. Do you know anyone who has taken a day off to paint a bedroom at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, has opened the car to paint the yard? I'll just do this first, then call it on, and pop out for a bit. Sometimes I wonder if the people who schedule subways are yellow. There's nothing nasty in this. It's just about thorough and never did have a real risk sense of time, and the genuine belief that this commodity is inexhaustible. I remember a dinner I went to with a few yellow friends. I have had the policy of a 90-minute reservation, which meant that you have got there 25 minutes later. You won't be time for now price of dessert because the kitchen couldn't manage it in time. Time. My partner arrived like 15 minutes already, and we both have some of his brushes and below and files. We went to the table and sat down to wait for us. Didn't pass. 40 minutes later, 25 minutes later, they arrived. We joking about how they forgot the time. We managed to order the just made of course. It and a quick repeat before the next class. They wanted to teach several. Something was to win this work about the incident of course. The correction was that they were just a few minutes late. They had simply repressed the fact that they missed 30% of the dinner. Version coordinated our appointment appropriately with the hour, synchronized with watches. Explained very correctly that the plane takes off at 8 p.m. If it really doesn't show up by then, he will be left standing at the gate. なるほど。今日からリスニングをよし
Climate agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016, 175 countries signed the Paris Agreement at the United Nations in New York. The agreement will come into force as soon as 55 countries responsible for 55% of the world's greenhouse gases have officially ratified the accord. President Hollande of France called on governments to quickly ratify the deal within their own legal system. He said the EU should lead by example and get final approval before the end of the year. China and the United States plan to ratify this year and are pushing for others to follow suit. The agreement could become operational as early as late 2016 or early 2017. Number 3. Climate agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016, 175 countries signed the Paris Agreement at the United Nations in New York. The agreement will come into force as soon as 55 countries responsible for 55% of the world's greenhouse gases have officially ratified the accord. President Hollande of France called on governments to quickly ratify the deal within their own legal system. He said the EU should lead by example and get final approval before the end of the year. China and the United States plan to ratify this year and are pushing for others to follow suit. The agreement could become operational as early as late 2016 or early 2017. Number 3. Climate agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016, 175 countries signed the Paris Agreement at the United Nations in New York. The agreement will come into force as soon as 55 countries responsible for 55% of the world's greenhouse gases have officially ratified the accord. President Hollande of France called on governments to quickly ratify the deal within their own legal systems. He said the EU should lead by example and get final approval before the end of the year. China and the United States plan to ratify this year and are pushing for others to follow suit. The agreement could become operational as early as late 2016 or early 2017. Number 3. Climate agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016, 175 countries signed the Paris Agreement at the United Nations in New York. The agreement will come into force as soon as 55 countries responsible for 55% of the world's greenhouse gases have officially ratified the accord. President Hollande of France called on governments to quickly ratify the deal within their own legal systems. He said the EU should lead by example and give final approval before the end of the year. China and the United States plan to ratify this year and are pushing for others to follow suit. The agreement could become operational as early as late 2016 or early 2017. Number 3. Climate agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016, 175 countries signed the Paris Agreement at the United Nations in New York. The agreement will come into force as soon as 55 countries responsible for 55% of the world's greenhouse gases have officially ratified the accord. President Hollande of France called on governments to quickly ratify the deal within their own legal systems. He said the EU should lead by example and give final approval before the end of the year. China and the United States plan to ratify this year and are pushing for others to follow suit. The agreement could become operational as early as late 2016 or early
17.
Number 3.
17.
Climate Agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016, 175 countries signed the Paris Agreement at the United Nations in New York. The agreement will come into force as soon as 55 countries responsible for 55% of the world's greenhouse gases have officially ratified the accord. President Hollande of France called on governments to quickly ratify the deal within their own legal systems. He said the EU should lead by example and give final approval before the end of the year. China and the United States plan to ratify this year and are pushing for others to follow suit. The agreement could become operational as early as late 2016 or early 2017. Number 3. Climate Agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016, 175 countries signed the Paris Agreement at the United Nations in New York. The agreement will come into force as soon as 55 countries responsible for 55% of the world's greenhouse gases have officially ratified the accord. President Hollande of France called on governments to quickly ratify the deal within their own legal systems. He said the EU should lead by example and give final approval before the end of the year. China and the United States plan to ratify this year and are pushing for others to follow suit. The agreement could become operational as early as late 2016 or early 2017. Number 3. Climate Agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016, 175 countries signed the Paris Agreement at the United Nations in New York. The agreement will come into force as soon as 55 countries responsible for 55% of the world's greenhouse gases have officially ratified the accord. President Hollande of France called on governments to quickly ratify the deal within their own legal systems. He said the EU should lead by example and give final approval before the end of the year. China and the United States plan to ratify this year and are pushing for others to follow suit. The agreement could become operational as early as late 2016 or early 2017.
17.
Number 3. Climate Agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016, 175 countries signed the Paris Agreement at the United Nations in New York. The agreement will come into force as soon as 55 countries responsible for 55% of the world's greenhouse gases have officially ratified the accord. President Hollande of France called on governments to quickly ratify the deal within their own legal system. He said the EU should lead by example and give final approval before the end of the year. China and the United States plan to ratify this year and are pushing for others to follow suit. The agreement could become operational as early as late 2016 or early 2017. Number 3. Climate Agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016, 175 countries signed the Paris Agreement at the United Nations in New York. The agreement will come into force as soon as 55 countries responsible for 55% of the world's greenhouse gases have officially ratified the accord. President Hollande of France called on governments to quickly ratify the deal within their own legal system. He said the EU should lead by example and give final approval before the end of the year. China and the United States plan to ratify this year and are pushing for others to follow suit. The agreement could become operational as early as late 2016 or early 2017. Number 3. Climate Agreement gets 175 signatures. On Earth Day 2016,
I'll take care of your baby. You're busy. I'll take care of your baby. You're busy. While. I'll take care of your baby while you're busy. I'll take care of your baby while you're busy. Reverse.
While you are busy, I'll take care of your baby.
While you're busy, I'll take care of your baby.
While you are busy, I'll take care of your baby.
While you're busy, I'll take care of your baby. You have to wear a seatbelt. You're in the car.
You have to wear a seatbelt. You're in the car.
While.
You have to wear a seatbelt while you're in the car. You have to wear a
seatbelt while you're in the car. Reverse.
You have to wear a seatbelt.
While you're in the car,
you have to wear a seatbelt. While in the car, you have to wear seatbelts.
While you're in the car, you have to wear a seatbelt. The room was ransacked. He was away.
The room was
The room was
ransacked
ransacked.
while
He
he was away.
While. The
The
room
room
was
was ransacked
ransacked while he was away.
The room was
The room was
ransacked while he was away.
Reverse.
While he was away, the room was ransacked.
While he was away, the room was ransacked.
The room was away while he was ransacked.
While he was away,
Yeah,
the room was ransacked.
The room was
He spoke no Japanese.
He spoke no
He came to
Japanese. He
Japan.
came to Japan. He spoke no
He
Japanese.
spoke no
He came to
Japanese.
Japan.
He came to Japan.
He came to Japan. Spoke no Japanese. He came to Japan.
Until.
He spoke no Japanese until he came to Japan.
He spoke
Spoke
no
no
Japanese
Japanese
until he came to Japan.
He spoke no
He spoke no
Japanese
Japanese
until he came
until
to
he
Japan.
came to Japan.
Until he came to Japan.
Reverse.
Until he came to Japan, he spoke no
Until he
Japanese.
came to Japan, he spoke no Japanese.
Until he came to Japan, he spoke no Japanese.
Until he came to Japan,
He spoke no
he spoke
Japanese.
no Japanese.
Until he came to Japan, until he
You
came
should
to
leave
Japan,
her
he spoke no
alone.
Japanese.
She'll get
Leave the
herself
girl
sorted
alone.
out.
She'll get herself
You should
sorted
leave her
out.
alone.
She'll leave her
She'll
alone.
get herself
She
sorted
get
out.
herself sorted out.
Until.
You should leave her alone.
You should
Should
leave her
leave her
alone
alone
until she gets herself sorted out.
You should leave her alone until
You
she
should
gets
leave her alone
herself sorted
until
out.
she gets herself sorted out.
She gets herself sorted out.
Reverse.
Till she gets herself sorted out, you should leave her alone.
Until she gets herself sorted out, you should leave her alone.
Till she gets herself sorted out, you should leave her alone.
Until she gets herself sorted out,
She gets
you
herself
should leave
sorted
her
out,
alone.
you should leave her alone.
I'll take care
I'll
of
take
your
care of
baby.
baby.
You're
You're
busy.
busy.
I'll
Take
take care of your baby. You're
You're
busy.
busy.
While. I'll take care of your baby
While you're
while
busy.
you're busy.
I take care of baby while you're busy.
I'll
Take care of
your
baby
baby
while you're busy.
Reverse.
While you're busy,
While
I'll
you're
take care of
busy,
baby.
I'll take care of your baby.
While you're busy, I'll take care of baby.
While you're
See,
busy,
I'll
I'll take care of your baby. You have to wear a
With a
seatbelt.
seatbelt.
You're in the
In a
car.
car, you have to wear a seatbelt while in a car. You have to wear a seatbelt.
You're
You're in a car.
While.
You have to wear a seatbelt while in a car.
You have to wear a seatbelt while you're in the car.
You have to wear a seatbelt while in a car.
You have to
To
wear a seatbelt while you're
while
in
in
the
a
car.
car. You wear a seatbelt while in a car.
Reverse.
While in the car, you have to wear a seatbelt.
While you're in the car,
you have to wear a seatbelt. While in the car, you have to wear a seatbelt.
While you're in the
Car,
car,
you have to wear a seatbelt.
The room was
The room was
ransacked.
ransacked.
He was away.
The
The
room was ransacked. He was away.
While.
The room was ransacked while he was
The
away.
room was ransacked
The
while he
room
was
was
away.
ransacked while he was away.
The room was ransacked while he was away. Reverse.
While he was away, the room was ransacked.
While he was away, the room was ransacked.
While he was away, the room was ransacked.
While he
He
was
was away,
away,
the
the
room
room was
was
ransacked.
ransacked.
He spoke
He
no
spoke no
Japanese.
Japanese.
He
He
came to
came to
Japan.
Japan. He spoke no
He spoke no
Japanese.
Japanese.
He
He
came
came
to
to
Japan.
Japan. Until.
He spoke no Japanese until he came to Japan.
He spoke no Japanese until he came to Japan.
He spoke no Japanese until he came to Japan.
He spoke no
No
Japanese until he came to Japan.
Japan.
Reverse.
Until he came to Japan, he spoke no Japanese.
Until he came
In
to
Japan,
Japan,
he spoke no Japanese. Until he came to Japan, he spoke no Japanese.
Until he came
In
to
Japan,
Japan,
he spoke no Japanese. Japanese.
You should
You
leave
should
her
leave her
alone.
alone.
She'll get
She gets
herself
herself
sorted
sorted
out.
out. She'll leave her alone until she gets herself sorted out.
You
She'll
should
leave
leave
her
her alone.
alone.
She'll get herself
She
sorted
gets
out.
herself sorted out.
Until. You should
Leave
leave
her
her
alone
alone
until she gets herself sorted out. Should leave her alone till she gets herself
You should leave
sorted
her
out.
alone until she gets herself sorted
Yeah,
out.
so sorted out.
Reverse.
Until she gets herself sorted out.
Until she
leave
gets
her alone.
herself sorted out. You should leave her alone.
Until she gets herself sorted out. You should
Until
leave
she
her
gets herself sorted out.
out.
You should
Leave
leave her
her
alone.
alone.
I'll take care of your
I'll take it, baby.
You're busy.
You're busy.
I'll take care
You're
of your
baby.
baby.
You're busy.
While. I'll
You're
take care of your
baby.
baby while you're busy. I'll take care of your
You're
baby
baby.
while
You're
you're busy.
busy.
Reverse.
While you're busy, I'll take your
While
baby.
you're busy,
I'll
I'll take
take
care
your
of your
baby.
baby.
While you're busy, I'll take your baby.
While you're busy,
Yeah,
I'll take care of your baby. You have to wear a
Put the
seatbelt.
seatbelt
You're in
in
the
the
car.
car. You have to wear a seatbelt while in the car.
You have to wear a
The seatbelt.
seatbelt.
You're in the car.
While.
You have to wear a seatbelt while in the car.
You have to wear a
Seatbelt
seatbelt while you're in the car.
car.
You have to wear
Wear
a
a seatbelt
seatbelt while you're
in the car.
Reverse. While you're
In the car, you have to wear a seatbelt.
While you're
In the car, you have to wear a seatbelt.
The room was
Yeah,
ransacked. He was away. The room was ransacked. He was away. While.
He was away. The room was ransacked.
The room was ransacked while he was away.
The room was ransacked while he was away.
The room was
Was
ransacked
ransacked
while he was away. Reverse.
While he was away, the room was ransacked.
While he was away, the room was
While
ransacked.
he was away, the room was ransacked.
While he was away, the
The
room
room
was
was ransacked.
ransacked. He spoke no Japanese.
Not
He came to
in
Japan.
Japan.
He spoke no
He spoke no
Japanese.
Japanese.
He came to
He came to
Japan.
Japan.
Until.
He spoke no
He spoke no
Japanese until he
Japanese
came to
until he
Japan.
came to Japan.
He spoke no Japanese until he came to Japan.
He spoke no
No
Japanese until he came to Japan. Reverse.
Until he came to Japan, he spoke no
Until he
Japanese.
came to Japan, he spoke no Japanese. Until he came to Japan, he spoke
Spoke
no
no
Japanese.
Japanese.
You should leave her
You
alone.
leave her alone.
She'll get herself
She
sorted
gets
out.
herself sorted out.
You should
Leave
leave
her
her alone.
alone.
She'll get
Gets
herself
herself
sorted
sorted
out.
out.
Until.
You should leave her alone.
You should leave her alone
Until
until she gets herself sorted out. You should leave her alone until she gets herself sorted out. Reverse. Until she gets herself sorted out, you should leave her alone. Until she gets herself sorted out, you should leave her alone. I'll take care of
Okay,
your
baby.
baby. You're
You're
busy.
busy.
I'll take care of your baby. You're
You're
busy.
busy.
While.
I take care of baby while you're busy.
I'll take care of your baby while you're busy.
I take care of baby while you are busy.
I'll take care of your
I
baby
take care of
while
baby
you're
while
busy.
you're busy.
Reverse. While you're
Okay,
busy,
yeah,
I'll take care of your
baby.
baby. While you're busy,
While
I'll
you
take
take
care
care
of
of
your
baby.
baby. You have to wear a
Put the
seatbelt.
seatbelt
You're
in the car. To wear a seatbelt while in the car.
You have to wear a
Or
seatbelt.
you're in the car.
While.
You have to wear a seatbelt
You
while
have to wear a seatbelt
while
while
in
you're
the
in the
car.
car. You have to wear a
A seatbelt
seatbelt while you're
in the car.
Reverse.
Or in the car, you have to
While
wear
you're
a
in the car,
seatbelt.
you have to wear a seatbelt.
Or in the car, you have to wear a seatbelt.
While you're in
In
the
the
car,
car,
you have to wear a seatbelt.
seatbelt.
The room was
The
ransacked.
room was
He was
ransacked.
away.
He was away. The
The
room
room
was
was ransacked.
ransacked. He was away.
While.
The room was ransacked while
The
he was
room was
away.
ransacked while he was away.
The room was ransacked while he was away.
The room was ransacked
The
while
room
he
was
was
ransacked
away.
while he was away.
Reverse.
The-
While he was
This
away,
way, the room was ransacked.
While he was
This
away,
way, the room was ransacked.
He spoke no
He spoke no
Japanese.
Japanese.
He came
He
to
came to
Japan.
Japan.
He spoke
Spoke
no
no
Japanese.
Japanese. He came to Japan.
Until.
He spoke no Japanese until he came to Japan.
He spoke no Japanese
He
until
spoke
he
no
came to
Japanese
Japan.
until he came to Japan.
He spoke no
He spoke no
Japanese
Japanese
until he came to
until he
Japan.
came to Japan.
Reverse.
He spoke no Japanese until he came to
Until
Japan.
he came to Japan, he spoke no
Until he came to
Japanese.
Japan, he spoke no Japanese. Until he came
Until
to
he came
Japan,
to Japan,
he spoke no Japanese.
You should leave her
Leave her
alone.
alone.
She'll
She
get
gets
herself sorted out.
So leave her alone.
You should
So
leave
leave
her
her
alone.
alone.
She'll
She
get
gets
herself sorted out. Until.
You should leave her alone until she gets
You should
herself
leave her
sorted out.
alone until she gets herself sorted out.
You should leave her alone until she gets herself sorted out.
You should leave her alone until she gets herself sorted out.
Herself sorted out.
Reverse.
You should leave her
Until she
alone.
gets herself
Sorted
sorted out.
You should leave her alone.
Until she
She
gets
gets
herself
sorted
sorted
out.
out.
You should leave her alone.
I'll take care of
Your
your baby.
baby.
You're busy.
Busy. I'll take your baby while you're busy.
I'll
I'll
take care of your baby.
You're busy.
While.
I'll take your baby while you're
I'll
busy.
take care of your baby while you're busy. I'll take
Take
care
your
of your
baby
baby while
while
you're
you're
busy.
busy.
Reverse.
I'll take your baby while you're busy.
While you're busy, I'll take care of your baby.
While you're busy, I'll take your baby.
While you're
Busy.
busy, I'll take care of your baby.
While you're busy, I take care of the baby.
You have to wear a
Put wear a
seatbelt.
seatbelt
You're in the
in
car.
the car. You have to wear a seatbelt while in the car.
You have to wear a
To wear the
seatbelt. You're in
seatbelt,
the car.
you're in the car.
While. You have to wear a seatbelt while you're in the car.
While you have to wear a seatbelt while in the car.
You have to wear a
Seatbelt
seatbelt
while
while
in
you're
the
in the
car.
car. Reverse.
While in the car, you have to wear a seatbelt.
While you're
In the car, you have to wear a seatbelt.
While you're in the
While
car,
in the car, you have to wear a seatbelt.
The room was ransacked.
The room was ransacked. He was away. The room was ransacked. He was away.
The room
He
was
was
ransacked.
ransacked.
He was away. While.
The room was ransacked while he was away.
The room was
Ransacked
ransacked
while
while he was away.
The room was ransacked while he was away.
The room
Was
was ransacked
ransacked
while he was away. Reverse.
The room was ransacked
While he was away,
The room was ransacked. While he was away, the room was
While he
ransacked.
was
Was
away,
away, the room was ransacked.
He spoke no
He spoke no
Japanese.
Japanese.
He
He
came
came
to
to
Japan.
Japan. He spoke no Japanese. He came to Japan.
Until.
He spoke no Japanese
He spoke
until
no
he
Japanese
came
until he
to
came to
Japan.
Japan.
He spoke no Japanese until he came to Japan.
He
spoke
spoke
no
no
Japanese
Japanese until he came to Japan. Reverse.
Until he came to Japan, he spoke no
Until he
Japanese.
came to Japan, he spoke no Japanese.
Until he came to Japan, he spoke no Japanese.
Until
He came to Japan, he spoke no Japanese.
You should leave
He
her
should leave her
alone.
alone.
She'll get
She'll get
herself
so
sorted
sorted
out.
out. You should leave her alone.
You should leave her alone. She'll
She
get
gets
herself
so
sorted out.
sorted out.
Until.
You should leave her alone
You
until
should leave her alone
she
until
gets
she gets herself
sorted
sorted out.
out. You should leave her alone until she
You
gets
should leave
herself
her
sorted
alone
out.
until she gets herself sorted
So you
out.
should leave her alone until she gets herself sorted out.
Reverse.
Until she gets sorted out, you should leave her alone.
Until she
She
gets
gets
herself
sorted
sorted
out,
out.
you should leave her alone.
Until she
She
gets
gets
herself
sorted
sorted
out,
out.
you should leave her alone. Very Haig in New York. He's calling Juju Wen in Tokyo. He provided his phone message.
Good morning, XYZ
So
Trading. How
training,
may I
I
help
have
you?
you. This is Robert Haig. Can I accessories? Let's be the resume Renault, please. I'm sorry, we don't have the resume when I name here. This is spelled U-A-N-O. So U-A-N-O. It's an echo. And it's a number. E-N-O.
Oh,
I get it. Renault.
Yes,
we do have a Renault here.
In fact,
And
three
people
people
already send me
Renault.
Renault.
Can you
Can you tell me his first
name or
name, which department he works in?
I
He
believe he
works
works in
in
marketing.
marketing.
I
see.
We have
I
a
can
Junji
teach you
Ueno
Renault
in
in
marketing.
marketing.
Would you care
Which
to
could
hold?
hold?
I'll
I
transfer
transfer
you.
you. Thank you.
You have reached the
Yeah,
voicemail
support
service
service.
of Junji
Which you
Ueno.
have.
Today is
Don't you
Tuesday,
choose
May
them?
11th.
May 11th.
I'm in the
I'm
office
in the
today.
class today,
I'm
but I'm
currently
calling
away
away
from
from
my
my
desk.
desk.
Please
Please leave
leave
a
a
message
message
and
at the
tone,
tone,
and
and
I
I'll
get
get
back
back
to you. So what's this message again? Press start. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Robert Haig from Haig Associates. Returning your call. Sorry, I need a call listener. I'll be in the office at 7 p.m. on your time. See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye for now.
Lesson 11. Dialogue. Placing a phone call.
Robert
Haig
Haig,
in New York is
He's
calling
calling
Junji
Junji
Ueno
Ueno in
about
Tokyo.
the
He
good
replied to a phone
his
message.
phone message.
Good morning,
Good
XYZ
morning,
Trading.
training.
How
May
may
I
I help you?
This is Robert Haig from Haig Associates. May I speak to Mr. Ueno, please? I'm sorry, we don't have anyone that name here. It's spelled U-A-N-O. That's U as an umbrella, E as an echo, N as a November. Oh, I get it. Renault. Yes, we do have a with Renault here. In fact, we have three people with the surname Renault. Can you tell me his first name and which department he works in? He works in marketing. I see. We have a Junji Ueno in marketing. Would you care to hold? I'll transfer you. Thank you.
You have
Yeah,
reached the
we work
voicemail
for
service
service.
of Junji
Junji
Ueno.
Ueno.
Today is
Today's a Tuesday,
May
May
11th.
11th.
I'm in the
I'm
office
not pleased
today.
today.
I'm
I'm
currently
calling
away
on
from
my
my
PC
desk.
desk.
Please leave a
Send a
message
message to
at the
Tom
tone, and
and
I'll
I'm
get
looking
back
back
to
to
you.
you.
To
So
listen
this
to
is message again. Press star. Thank you.
This is
Still
Robert
about Haig from Haig Associates.
Returning
Returning
your
your
call.
call. Sorry I didn't call you sooner. I'll be in office until 7 p.m. your time. See you later. Goodbye for now. Good morning, XYZ Training. How may I help you? This is Robert Haig from Haig Associates. May I speak to Mr. Ueno, please? I'm sorry we don't have anybody with that name here. It's spelled U-E-N-O. That's the U is an umbrella, N as an echo, N as a November, U-E-N. Oh, I get it. Ueno, yes, we have a Mr. Ueno here. In fact, we have three people with the surname Ueno. Can you tell me his first name or which department he works in? I believe he works in marketing. I see, we have a Junji Ueno in marketing. Which can hold? I'll transfer you. Thank you. You have reached voicemail service with Junji Ueno. This today is Tuesday, May 11th. I'm in office today, but I'm currently away from my desk. Please leave me a message at the tone and I'll get back to you. If you listen to this message again, press star. Thank you. This is Robert Haig from Haig Associates. Returning your call. Sorry I didn't call you sooner. I'll be in office until 7 p.m. your time. Talk to you later. Goodbye. This is Haru Shiba from XYZ Trading. May I speak to Mr. Haig, please? I'm calling you a visit to Tokyo next week. I'm calling to find out if you're visiting Tokyo's plant. Can I leave a message? Please tell the Haru Shiba of XYZ calls. Can I ask him to call me back?
Lesson 11. Focus.
This is
This
Tom.
is Haru Shiba from XYZ Trading.
May I
May
speak
I
to
speak to
Mr.
Mr.
Haig,
Haig, please? I'm calling about the visit to Tokyo next week. I'm calling to find out if you're visiting Tokyo's plant. Can I leave a message? Please tell have a Haru Shiba from XYZ Trading called. Please can I tell me back?
Lesson 11. Focus.
This is Taro Shiba from XYZ Trading. May I speak to Mr. Haig, please? I'm calling about the visit to Tokyo next week.
I'm calling to
Hello,
find
your
out
father
if you're
is
visiting
visiting
Tokyo's
Tokyo's
plant.
plant.
Can I leave
Can I
a
leave a
message?
message?
Please tell
Please
her
tell
that
the Taro Shiba
of
from
XYZ
XYZ
Trading
Trading called. Can I ask him to come back?
Lesson 11. More.
Can I have an extension to the federal, please? May I speak to Mr. Suzuki an extension to the federal, please? May I speak to someone who deals with overseas sales? Can you put it to the department that handles overseas distributors? Can I have an extension to the federal, please? May I speak to Mr. Suzuki after extension to the federal, please? May I speak to someone who deals with overseas sales? Can you put me through to the department that handles overseas distributors? Can I have an extension to the 34, please? May I speak to Mr. Suzuki at the extension to the 34, please? May I speak to someone who deals with overseas sales? Can you put me through to the department that handles overseas distributors?
More. Lesson 12. Dialogue. Answering a
Answering a phone call. John Hilden Bush and Burst calls the two designer to discuss advertising ideas. They have bad connection. Extra training in America. How may I help you? Good morning. This is John Hilden from Bush and Bush. May I speak to Mrs. Hannah in overseas marketing? You got a call to Mr. Hilden? I'll put you through.
Overseas marketing, Yuji Sano speaking.
Yeah? Mrs. Hannah, I have a call from the communication John Hilden from Bush and Bush. Listen speaking. Good morning, Mrs. Hannah. This is George Hilton from Bush and Bush. Roberto Ringbert, XO1, suggested that I call you. I'd like to discuss some out-of-the idea for your South American operations.
South
American operations. These are in my colleagues' areas. American Rolex. You select this today. Is it there? Hello, Mrs. Hannah. Could you speak up a little? Sorry, I'm calling a server and reception is poor. Can I call you back on the line? Actually, I'm due for a meeting in a good run. Can I take a message for Mr. Lopez? No, thank you. Won't be necessary. I'll call back tomorrow. Goodbye. If you can't get a hold of her, just let me know. I can see you tomorrow afternoon. That's very kind of you. Goodbye. Answering the phone call. I have a bad connection. Extra in America. Good morning. How may I help you? Good morning. This is John Hilden from Bush and Bush. How may I speak to Mr. Sano in overseas marketing? Would you get a hold, Mr. Hilden? I put you through. Overseas marketing. Yuji Sano speaking. Mr. Sano, I have a call from John Hilden Bush and Bush. Yuji Sano speaking. Good morning, Mrs. Sano. This is John Hilden from Bush and Bush. Roberto English XO1 suggested that I call you. Would like to discuss some advertising idea or for your South American operations. South American operations. Just read my calling a colleague's area. Maria Lopez. She's off today. Hello, Mrs. Dear. Hello, Mrs. Sano. Could you speak up a little? Sorry, I'm calling from a server and reception is poor. Can I call you back on the landline? Actually, I'm due to a meeting of the good work to run. Can I take a message for Mrs. Lopez? No thank you. I won't be necessary. I'll call her again tomorrow. Goodbye. If you can't get hold of her, just let me know. I can see you tomorrow afternoon. That's very kind of you. Goodbye. What's the phone call? Exposure Training America. Good morning. How may I help you? Good morning. This is John Hilden from Bush and Bush. May I speak to Mrs. Han in overseas marketing? Would you get hold, Miss Hilden? I put you. Overseas marketing. Mrs. Han speaking. Miss San, I have a call from Mr. John Hilden on Bush and Bush. Yuji San speaking. Good morning, Mr. San. This is John Hilden from Bush and Bush. Roberto English XO1 suggested that I call you. I'd like to discuss some advertising ideas for your South American operations. South American operations. That's already my colleague's area, Maria Lopez, but she's off sick today. Hello, is it there? Hello, Mrs. Allen. Could you speak up a little? Sorry, I'm calling from a server and the reception is poor. Can I call her back on the line? Actually, I'm due for a meeting and I got to run. Can I take a message for Mr. Lopez? No, thank you. It's not necessary. I'm call again tomorrow. Goodbye. If you can get hold of her, just let me know. I see you tomorrow afternoon. That's very kind of you. Goodbye.
Lesson 12. Focus.
Extra training. Good afternoon. How may I help you? This is marketing. Speaking. Offices in the marketing cannot speak here. Mr. John Benson's office. Hold the line, please. Please hold on. I'll put you through to Miss Harker.
you care to
Would you care to
hold?
hold?
I'll
I'll transfer your call.
May I
Yes,
ask
who's calling, please?
May
May I have your name, please?
May
Can I take a message? Would you like
to
the
leave your
phone number?
Could you
spell your name, please? Could you speak up a little, please? Could you speak a little slower, please? Could you repeat that, please?
Lesson 12. Focus.
It's raining. Good afternoon. How may I help you? Overseas Marketing, Yoko Nakano speaking. Overseas Marketing, Yoko Nakano here. Mr. John, this is his office. Hold on, please. Please hold on. I'll put you through the Misaka. Would you care to hold? I'll transfer your call. Yes, Miss Kennedy, who's calling, please? May I have your name, please? May I take a message? Would you like to leave a phone number? Could you spell your name, please? Could you speak up a little, please? Could you speak a little slower, please? Could you repeat that, please?
Lesson 12.
It was raining. Good afternoon. How may I help you? Overseas Marketing. Not kind of speaking. Overseas Marketing. Over here. Mr. John Benson's office. Hold the line, please. Please hold on. I'll put through to the Mr. Oka. Would you care to hold? Transfer your call. May I ask who's calling? May I have your name, please? May I take a message? Would you like to leave a phone number? Could you spell your name, please? Could you speak up a little, please? Could you speak a little slower, please? Could you repeat that, please? Would you mind spelling your name, please?
Focus. More.
I'm afraid this isn't available at the moment. I'm afraid this is away from desk at the moment. I'm afraid this is on another line at the moment. I'm afraid how the line's busy. Would you mind holding? I'm afraid this is a lot for the day. I'm afraid she's taking a day off today. I'm afraid she's away on a business trip and won't be back till later this week. I'm afraid she's no longer with this company. I'm afraid this is not available at the moment. I'm afraid this is away from her desk at the moment. I'm afraid this is on another line at the moment. I'm afraid her husband is busy. Would you mind holding? I'm afraid she's a lot for the day. I'm afraid she's taking a day off today. I'm afraid she's away on a business trip and won't be back until later this week. I'm afraid she's no longer with this company. I'm afraid she's not available at the moment. I'm afraid she's away from her desk at the moment. I'm afraid she's on another line at the moment. I'm afraid her line is busy. Would you mind holding? I'm afraid she's a lot for the day. I'm afraid she's taking a day off today. I'm afraid she's away on a business trip and won't be back till later this week. I'm afraid she's no longer with this company.
Lesson 13. Dialogue. Making a complaint.
Hello, this is Jim. Hi, hello. How are you doing? I'm calling about an airline on an invoice. The one for the invoice recorders. Voice recorders. Oh, the other for 1,000 units. This is a lot less fast. Correct. This is power. As you make power, please press the order for 1,000 units. You agree to allow the necessary strategy, did you? That's right. Unfortunately, the invoice or received state payment is due in 30 days from the data invoice. Sorry for that. Will you have a purchase order of the must screen? I didn't make an addition the special payment terms apply. Obviously, someone kind of failure to follow these instructions. Okay, rather than find a problem. So let me know how you are going to do this. First things first, I have recorded the invoice to. Is there anything else we can do for you? Yes, I'd like to have this in writing. Email to. And then email, like should translate when the obviously background already. Can you do that? Consider it down, Carl, and purchase information. That's alright. The right lasting purpose you need to like review procedure and preventive recurrence. Suddenly, I raised this issue with management. Thank you.
Lesson 13. Dialogue. Making a complaint.
Goro Okano calls Jim Fong to have a mistake on an invoice.
Hello, is that
Hello,
Jim?
Jim. Hi, Golo. How are you doing? I'm calling right out on the invoice. The one for the voice recorders. Voice recorders. The order.
As you may
You
recall,
recall, the press order of 1,000 units. You agreed about less than 90 days. Did you?
that's right.
That's right.
Unfortunately,
currently right.
Let me bring
Let me
up your
grab a purchase order on my screen. I didn't make a notation against the supplement supply. Obviously, someone in the accounting failed to follow the action. Okay, then the regret is not a problem. I would like to know how you are going to deal with this.
First
This
things
is
first.
first. I have recorded the invoice sent you. Is there anything else we can do for you?
Yes.
Yeah. This is really not a physical effect of right to do that. Consider it done, Carl. And more projects for me. The management. Thank you. Making a complaint. To have a mistake or correct. Hello, is that Jim? Hi, Goro. How are you doing? I'm calling about an error on the invoice. The one for the invoice recorders. Was recorders for the order for 1,000 units. There was a lessons. Correct. It was seems to be a problem. As I make a call, when we price the order for those 1,000 units, you agreed to allow us 90 days credit, don't you? That's right. Unfortunately, the invoice received says payment is next 30 days from the data invoice. I'm sorry for that. Let me bring up a purchase order on my screen. I didn't make a notation of special payment term supply. Obviously, someone in accounting failed to follow these instructions. Okay, now that you've identified the problem, we'd like to know how you are going to deal with this. First things first, I have a correct invoice sent you. Is there anything else we can do for you? Yes, I'd like to have this in writing. I'll email with you, and in that email, I'd like to be sure that the incident will not adversely affect our credit. Can you do that? Consider done, Gala, and apology for the mishap. That's alright, and one last thing. Perhaps you'd like to review your procedure on preventing occurrence. Certainly, I'm raising this issue with management. Thank you. Thank you.
Lesson 13. Focus.
I'd like to speak to
Let's speak
someone
of some
who deals
video
with
to customer compliance.
I'm
I'm calling about a billing error.
I
I have a complaint about your product. I'm currently in a satisfied new service. Listen, here are the facts. Here are concerned with your delivery delays than usual. We told the expect delivery number 2 weeks, or more than 4 weeks have elapsed since your last order. I'm afraid we received the wrong item. We received an item that was the wrong size. We received damaged shipment. We received our shipment, but someone else is missing. I wish you could call look into the matter and take the steps. Could you deal with this? Could you let us know how you plan to deal with this?
Lesson 13. Focus.
I'd like to speak to someone who deals with customer compliance. I'm calling about a billing error. I have a complaint to our products. I'm afraid we are satisfied with service. Listen, here are the facts. We're concerned with delivery late than usual. We hear that we expect delivery in 2 weeks, or more than 4 weeks have elapsed since your acknowledged order. I'm afraid we received the wrong item. We received an item in the wrong size. We received a damaged shipment. We received no shipment and some items are missing. We really serious to call look at the matter and take appropriate steps. Could you deal with this? Could you let us know how you plan to deal with this? I'd like to speak to someone who deals with customer complaints. I'm calling the billing error. I have a complaint about your product. I'm afraid we are not satisfied with the service. Listen, here are the facts. We are concerned delivery is later than usual. We are told to expect delivery in about 2 weeks, but some more than 4 weeks have elapsed since you acknowledged the order. I'm afraid we received the wrong item. I received an item that was the wrong size. Received a damaged shipment. Received an overshipment with some items missing. Received if you call and look into the matter and take appropriate steps. Could you deal with this? Could you let us know how you plan to deal with this?
More.
I don't
I
think
think it's a good idea. The person passes on a sticky note. Our browser is an speaker of a purpose security, so you'll get a opportunity at once. We shouldn't have to bring this up, but you missed you the positive after all. I know you completed this. Is there anything you can do for your help? What I'm about to tell you made it easier for you, but I don't realize you like the recent part. Don't have any problem. We need to talk it through. This isn't the right way to do, but I'm afraid just received a complaint of sexual harassment against one of the people.
think
Think
it's a
it
good
was good
idea
idea
to post
to
your
push
passport
past
on
your
the
notes, take notes.
Our
Our
bosses
boss
knows
knows
this
it's
for our security, so
security,
you
so
better
you
stop
better
doing
stop
it.
doing it once.
I wish I didn't have to
Actually,
bring
there's
this
a
up,
good
but
that
you
you
missed
missed
your
to
reporting
report it
deadlines
in
on
right
row.
row.
I
I know you can do better than this. Is there anything I can do to help you?
What I'm
Well,
about
I'm
to
glad
tell
to
you
do
will
everything
be
that I'm
easy
easy
for
for
you,
you, but I don't like it as serious problem.
If
If you're having a problem, you need to talk it through. This may not sit for a reason, but the Friday gestures to complain of sexual harassment against one of the people. I don't think it's a good idea to post your password on a sticky note or person known as sticker or for purpose security, so you'd better stop doing that once. I wish I didn't have to bring this up, but even it's too important little line around. I know you can do better than this, and anything I can do to help you? What I'm about to tell you may not be easy for you, but I don't like what I see in Excel support. I fear having a problem. We need to talk it through. This may not sit well with you, but I'm afraid I just will complain of sexual harassment against one of your people. 今日はこんな感じで終わる。